Hi, good morning, crypto traders. Okay, we're going to do a quick analysis on Filecoin. This is an interesting one. All right, so I'm catching up on request here, so please excuse the quick video because I've got a few to get through to satisfy the requests that you guys have made. Filecoin, as I said, was interesting because we have really depreciated in value since I believe this was introduced to, well, this is Coinbase. All right, I didn't know it was way back here. No, it was introduced to Coinbase around this time period, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Anyways, we were all the way up almost to 200 at one point, and you can see this larger triangle that I started in March of this year. And the base is also very good support. Now, why did I draw the base where I drew it when we have obvious poke through down here? Well, the answer to that, I poke through right here, and we poke through right here. The answer to that lies in where the major movement has begun and ended. What I mean by that is every time you cross a trend line, you're looking to confirm that it's something that actually the market respects. And you do that by looking at price movement preceding and post-seeding. So coming up to, so here, if you take a look at this candle, it's hard to see. I could zoom in, but it usually screws me up if I try. Anyways, there was a large amount of price movement right here. This particular candle, we went all the way from around $25 to where this support is drawn, $50. Around that, that's double in a day. All right, we hit our heads on that support there, and then decided we couldn't break through. Came up and tried it again a little bit later, a couple weeks later. And when we did break through, take a look at this price action. All right, big candle moves the next day and the day after that. And that is confirming that this is actually a line that the market is respecting as support or resistance, where depending on what side you're on. So that forms the base of our triangle. All right, a little long in the tooth there in that explanation. Filecoin is interesting because you can see we have tried a couple times to make some action. The first thing that I see here is actually an inverse head and shoulders pattern. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me see if I can get a line here. Yes, that's a little bit higher than that. All right, so right around there. All right, so why is it in inverse head and shoulders? Well, you can see the left shoulder formed over here. Then we had the head right here, and we had right shoulder over here. I know it's small, but basically, that tells you can take a trend line from the neckline to the top of the head, measure that out. That tells you where you're going to go when you break from the neckline. Look at this. We went right to the top of our triangle, proving once again that that top triangle is also legitimate resistance at this point because we are on the bottom side of it. So let's see if we can zoom in and determine where Filecoin is going to go in the near future. So we broke up to the top of our triangle. Now, why do I have this drawn here? Let me show you that. All right, so what I am seeing, I'm trying to figure out why I did draw that. All right, I think what I was looking at here is, okay, I see it. All right, so see this trend line in purple. All right, that forms the top of another triangle within a triangle. Two ways to look at this. Not only is it another triangle within a triangle, all right, and this is just a projection of where we break out, but take a look at this. We have another sort of inverse head and shoulders going on the underside of this triangle. All right, there's the head. And here is the formulation of a long right shoulder. So what I did is I took the measurement here. Not only is this, again, not only is this a triangle, but this is an inverse head and shoulder that's beginning and almost completed. So I took the measurement from here, top of the triangle. I didn't go from here, way back here. I went from right here because that is the neckline of the head. All right. And so then once we exit, you can place this where our exit is. And that shows us we're going to break through this larger triangle. Very important to make note of that. But I would not say that our target is going to be way up here. Let me draw a trend line at 232. That's the longer term target. More immediate target is going to be way down here at 95. And I didn't mean to draw that line. All right, let me select it. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. All right. So our shorter term target is going to be $95. Longer term is way up there at 232. How short of a term is it going to be before we hit there? Well, I imagine with this recent altcoin pump, remember all the altcoins are kind of doing the same thing at the moment. They're all pumping. So the way that I see this playing out is we're going to come up and probably hit our heads on several things along the way. First thing is going to be this 200-day moving average. Second thing is going to be this. Third thing is going to be the top of our triangle. And our final target is going to be where we end up. So it's not going to be, I don't see Filecoin moving as rapidly as some of the other coins, although that's a considerable movement from 66 where we're at right now to 95. You're looking at 35%, 40% gains. Again, not as nice, not as pretty as some of the other ones, but this coin is definitely a little bit safer because you are near the bottom of your baseline. And with this altcoin season, you're almost assuredly not going to go down and hit our baseline. Everything seems to be going up. So you're not going to do this thing where you come down and hit our baseline. That's the least likely scenario. What's probably going to happen is you come to this neckline, you might hit your head on it once before you break through, and then those various levels of resistance, you'll be taking profits along the way if you're a smart trader until you get that $95 target. So again, our target here on this one is $95. All right, hope that helps. And best of luck, traders.